The radio success story that became Coyote McCloud started in Buffalo, New York. Even at a tender young age, little Bill Lehman knew he loved four things: the open water, animals, music, and the radio. So it was only fitting that he would become one of those wild men playing rock and roll, both on the radio as well as off. After a few radio stops up north in the early 70s, he settled an afternoon drive working for Ted Turner. Yeah, that Ted Turner at WGOW in Chattanooga. He was known as Bill Scott.
The number one sound of the city, it's from Carpenters. It's called Superstar. Yes, she was only a carpenter's daughter, but she certainly knew a lot about vices.
Then the chance to work for one of last year's inductees, Scott Chapman, came up, and Bill Scott wouldn't give up. When Bill Scott got to Nashville, Scott Chapman changed his name. He created a character. That character was Coyote McCloud. And what a character. Now, as you know, coyotes tend to be restless. And after a while, Coyote took his magic to Atlanta's WQXI. And it was at Quixie that Coyote concocted one of the most famous talk-ups ever. Listen to this.
In the air, good time and ridge, running, stump jumping, egg sucking, nitty gritty, low rent, rock and roll.
How do you top that? Now, nobody knows what happened to the rest of this air check, but we do know what happened to the rest of Coyote's career. It was back to Nashville, and Middle Tennesseans would enjoy him for the next 30 years. Whether it was telling us how to drive like a Nashvilleian or asking that ever-popular early 80s question, where is the beat?
Ringing the bell, and that's when she started to yell, where's the beat? She don't see no beef at all. Where's the beat? Catch the thief, the one who stole this lady's beef.
Coyote was at the forefront and on the minds of radio listeners, not just in Nashville, but all across America. One of the biggest compliments Coyote ever got was when the CBS News magazine 48 Hours called him one of America's first shock jocks. And let's not forget that Coyote was the very first voice heard on CMT, Country Music Television. Coyote never gave up his love for music, the open water, or just having fun on the radio. And to this day, his memory is being honored in a book written by his most recent ex-wife, Susan Thomas McCloud. He always said radio's the best job in the world because where else can you go and they're singing your name? And tonight, we sing his name in praise of a long and incredibly fun career, our latest legacy inductee, Mr. Coyote McCloud.